Hello, everybody, and welcome to another edition of the Cover 4 podcast as Randy Gibson and I go over what happened over the weekend and what I didn't get to see, and talk a little bit about high school football here in just a little bit. But first of all, your Sooners went into Columbia, beat South Carolina. It was not very effective, but you'll take a 26-7 win.
Hey, they went in and survived the sandstorm. That's what they did.
Yes.
They found a running game finally. First
Yeah.
one they found all year, actually, I think, and did a good job. Defense played well. Offense played fairly well. Tier, he still got trouble with that throwing hand and that
Yeah.
thumb.
Hmm.
It was still giving him trouble. He did a little bit better, but you could tell he wasn't throwing the deep ball at all. He
Yeah.
was those little short slants and those just little out routes, those kind of those short and mediums. But I don't think he threw one really deep ball the whole game.
Yeah.
But they finally did find a running game, and that really, really helped.
Hmm.
Defense is always under Brent Venables always plays well for the most part.
Hmm.
And but overall they did good. I thought I was happy with the win because I was really starting to wonder if there was going to be another in the win column this year.
Yeah.
They've got a tight one coming.
Especially now with the
Yeah.
the meat and potatoes coming up right now with
Ooh.
Ole Miss on the town, and they're not going to be very happy.
Nope. Nope. Ole Miss fell to Georgia, which didn't really surprise me that much. I don't know how you felt about it.
Not where they had to play at between the hedges. Yeah,
Uh,
that's
yeah,
a tough place to play.
yeah, it is. And I knew it would be a good game, and I wasn't really surprised that Ole Miss fell, but looks like they're going to play in some rain on Saturday, from what I'm seeing. It's homecoming.
Yep.
Of course, it's 11 o'clock because it's homecoming, which means a 6 a.m. call for the alumni band rehearsal.
Right.
But
Hmm.
we can never catch a break. Um, I was telling somebody the other day, I've been on the alumni band board for 11 years. I have had one game that has not been at 11 a.m. in those 11 years.
Mercy. Mercy.
We're just
Well,
getting too old to be showing
you
up.
got on the wrong band. I mean, they just announced that the uh, Arkansas is homecoming next week with Mississippi State. It's going to be a 3 p.m. kick.
Hmm. I need to go join the Hog alumni band.
Yeah, you might better. They, I knew it was going to be at 2:30 to 3:30. I looked it up on Mississippi State's site, and it showed what the time frame was. So that'll be another SEC network game. Uh, the game against Auburn tomorrow on Saturday is an 11 o'clock kick. So that will it'll be me, meaning I'm going to flip back and forth probably because
Mhm.
uh, will not. I don't have that game. I missed out Saturday on the game against A&M. I got sick Wednesday night and had to turn the game back.
Mm.
It was so bad that I had to call Cherokee Nation Ambulance Service to take me up to Hastings. That's how bad it was
That's
because
good.
our I was paying a visit to our friend Earl the Porcelain God.
Oh boy, we don't like that visit at all.
No, we do not. No, I don't care if you are sick or drunk. That's
Right.
not a very good feeling at
Not
all.
good.
Especially also when they have to stick an IV in you.
Mm.
That tells you how dehydrated I got. So
Yeah.
I thought I was going to wind up with two, but I only wound up with one, thank goodness. So, but
Goodness.
that was a ball game there that wound up being a track meet. Arkansas got beat 45-42. Offense was there, defense uh, still like Swiss cheese. Uh, they got to win these next two because just like OU, they go into the meat and potatoes of the schedule with a week off after playing Mississippi State. They go to LSU, which now looks like, an outside shot, the way they're talking about making Brian Kelly walk the plank,
Mm-hmm.
especially if they lose to Alabama.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, they they don't, you know, they can turn on a coach down there very, very quickly, and that goes all the way back to Charlie McClendon.
Mm-hmm.
And reason why they got rid of McClendon, well, he couldn't beat Bear Bryant. They got rid of Les Miles because he couldn't beat Nick.
Mm-hmm.
Coach O was same reason.
Yeah, couldn't beat the Saban.
No, no, there was very few
Nobody
times
Saban back then.
that the trophy that my great publisher Gerald Stone had with the publisher with the owners of the Enterprise Group, which owned the press back whenever I was there back in the 80s. Uh, Shaped like home plate, three tiers with a drumstick in the middle, and the trophy was called the Shaft, and it was painted in the colors of the uh, losing team. So if Alabama won, Gerald had that thing painted crimson and white, and if LSU won, he wound up getting the thing and it was purple and gold. So that goes way the heck back.
Yeah,
So
it's been a
yeah,
while.
back, that's well, I got out of the newspaper business 35 years ago.
Yeah,
I got out of it in 90.
90. That would have been 90.
Yeah. So you were just starting up over at OU at that time.
Starting graduate school in 90.
Okay. All right. But still with the pride.
Yeah, still with the Pride. 89 last year that I marched, but I was still with the Pride
Yeah.
after.
Okay. But
Um, yeah,
go ahead.
no, just yeah, time. I was just thinking how time flies. This is the 40th anniversary of that Oklahoma State game, the Ice Bowl game.
The Ice Bowl game. Yes.
Yeah, in
Yes.
fact, next weekend we'll have a commemorative shirt of that game for the band members that marched
Mhm.
in that game.
You'll get that one.
Yeah, I sure will. Yep, I can.
What's the plans for Saturday since that as my late science teacher down at Warner, Don Miller, would say, home creaming.
Well, of course, it'll be early rehearsal, and then we'll get together for lunch on the Oval and
Mm-hmm.
go with the band over and do our little pregame deal, and then we'll
Mm-hmm.
join them at halftime. They're doing a tribute to Oklahoma, so they're doing a couple of songs from Wicked, a Toby Keith song, Garth Brooks song, and we get to join in on those
Good.
with them. That'll be fun.
Be fun.
Yeah.
That will be fun. You talk about Wicked. Well, there's a Oklahoma tie to that
Yeah, it
musical.
is. Yep, Kristen.
Kristen Schubenwith
Yep. Yep.
from
Which is
Broken
why
Arrow.
we're doing a couple of songs from Wicked.
Mm-hmm.
We're doing Defy Gravity and No One Mourns the Wicked are the two that's been performed. And
Mm-hmm.
should be fun. Rain in the forecast um, drops down to 0% about 6 o'clock. So about the time the game will be over
And
by
will
then.
be available.
Yeah,
Okay.
hopefully it'll just be cloudy, but I'm sure we'll get some throughout the day.
Oh yeah. Rain gear will be out for the Pride.
Oh yeah, definitely. The Pride will have their rain gear, and the Pride alumni will have our rain gear on too.
Hmm. In fact, both bands were at Arkansas had to get the rain gear out because they got delayed 2 hours. The ball game didn't kick off till 4:30.
Ah, that kind of threw the day off for them and some others on television.
Well, what they did was the first half was ESPN.
Hmm.
Then they moved it to ESPNU,
So they just moved it over.
moved it over a channel.
Yeah.
So, but the A&M band was there. They marched in on the road uh, that leads into the south entrance to Razorback Stadium. There's a road uh, between the Hyper building and the football practice facility.
Hmm.
I go there. In fact, there's a parking lot there, and you can park there whenever volleyball has their matches there at Barnhill. So they marched up that road. That's where the buses come in, along with the 53-foot semi trailers that carry all the equipment for the team.
Hmm.
So I take a picture whenever I work a ball game after the game. I take a picture of that team's uh, semi truck and the trailer, and I have them on my phone. So don't I didn't send out the one against Notre Dame, but it'd been interesting to have seen A&M's trailer. And yes, the first lady of Aggie Land was there as well. Miss Rev was at the game.
The lead was there. Good.
Yeah, she travels to every ball game,
Yeah.
and she has a handler that is one of the Corps cadets. He was with her. Uh, the uh, Aggie band was in their tans. They were not in the dark browns. That's coming here in a couple of weeks whenever cold weather gets here.
Yes, it is. It is. We talked about the Aggie band, how sharp they are. They're fun to watch.
Yes, yes. You've seen them before as a
Yeah.
member of the Pride and
Yep.
uh, alumni member of the Pride.
Yep. Both. And had to play against them in '88 or something.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it was. Yeah, they're of course bands compete too. Most of
Oh
the
yeah,
fans don't realize that, but the bands compete too, and that was one of our tougher ones that we had to compete against because they're so
yeah.
sharp with that military look, you know.
Mm-hmm. Between them and the team, the band known as the best damn band in the land,
Mm-hmm.
Ohio State.
Ohio
That
State
would be
had to never had to play against. I never had to play against them, but if you remember, about 10 years ago or so, when they came to Norman, they came
yes,
brought the whole band,
yep,
and Oklahoma fans gave them a rousing ovation and round of
yes.
applause. Very, very good show. They did their pregame show at halftime, actually, is what they,
Mm-hmm.
but the pregame shows are just fun anyway, because you're playing the school songs, you know, and the
Yes,
traditional. But
right.
everybody, the OU band members, the OU fans, everybody loved it when they dotted the I.
Yes, yeah. Well, the other two ball games coming up, OSU, which has hit the skids. I
Mm.
don't know if they can. I don't know if they can pull it up or not. They've got to go and avoid the tortillas. They go to
Oh,
Texas Tech.
oh, which lost last weekend. So
Yeah,
they're going to have some
at
revenge to
Arizona
get on
State.
somebody.
Yeah, they'll 3 o'clock ESPNU will be where that game will be. Red Raiders will be loaded for bear after losing by 4 against Arizona State. They have warned the fans about throwing the tortillas.
Yeah, I mean that's just a tradition. I mean, at least it's not oranges like it used to be at Oklahoma, Nebraska, where you
Yeah.
get whacked in the head
I
with
mean,
it.
you don't get wiped out by a tortilla.
No, it's kind of funny, really, that they're kind of taking that on the way they are. The Big 12 is.
Yeah. Yeah. Me, I would say, hey, they don't want them getting it on the field. That's the thing. Is that what they're
Yeah,
yelling? Which I can kind of halfway see it, but then again, it's tradition. That's
it
what
is.
I'm looking at.
It
But
is. The Big 12 started putting on penalties and fines, and
yeah, yeah. And Prime was talking about that with Colorado. I mean, they got hit with 50 grand when the students came on the field.
yep, that's right.
Yeah. They now at Arkansas, they've got it with the SEC.
Hmm.
Uh, at the end of the ball game, if you have a big win, they put the clock up on the big boards, and 3 minutes after the ball game, then they will allow you to go
Oh,
ahead and
really?
come on the field and avoid the penalty, which is sizable. I've heard in some cases 500,000.
That's what I thought in SEC. Because it's
Mm-hmm.
250 the first time, and then it's 500,000 after that, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
And it's not
Well, it's
just in the
been it's
same
been
year,
100,000, then 250, then 500.
and it's not. If I'm not mistaken, you probably know better than me on this, but it's not just in the same year. It's like
Right, it's cumulative.
over multiple years, right?
Yeah, I think they've made it that way. I don't think it resets every year.
I don't think so.
So
Uh, Big 12, I don't recall them ever doing that before until just recently. Last,
this year, I think this year is the reason.
um,
So I
speaking
think they've
about
had too many, you know,
speaking about fines, BYU won the Holy War and their students ran onto the field, so they had to get the fine from the Big 12.
yeah, right.
But I don't think the school administrators were too upset about it because I don't know if you saw the video of it, Jim. It was really funny. The BYU president was crowd surfing across those students on the field.
He was crowd surfing like Cosmo.
He was, man. Cosmo, I would expect to see Cosmo crowd surfing like that, but I did not expect to see the president crowd surfing across everybody. But he was. They had a good time, a good game. Holy War,
Mm-hmm.
good game. Um, Whittingham and Sataki, very close friends, used to coach together at Utah,
Mm-hmm.
and
Yes.
very, very close friends. And don't know if you caught the post game conference with the BYU coach, but he just talked about, just his great love and admiration for Kyle Whittingham, the head coach of the
Mm-hmm.
Utah Utes. And um, he, you could hear him there was a clip from the locker room where um, he was telling his players, beforehand, go out there and, play hard, but respect those guys. And because,
Mm-hmm.
so I thought that was good. But of course, big noon Saturday for Fox was here, and
Yes.
got
You
to
went
walk.
down there for
I went down there and spent some time. Got to walk down there. We wondered how Cosmo was going to make his entrance. He zip lined off of the top of the press box down onto the set.
Oh yeah, I saw that. So they had to come up with something better than what he had last year.
I don't know. Last year, I don't know if you could ever beat that. Honestly, jumping out of an airplane and parachuting on and go to
Mm-hmm.
the parking lot as
And
they
then he
there.
did his famous uh, 100-foot dive into a kiddie
Yep.
pool.
Yep. Into the blow up kiddie pool. Yep. He did that to close out the show.
Oh boy.
Lots of fun, though. Lots of fun.
Oh,
It's good.
the other two teams, TU is home. It's homecoming for them as well
Hmm.
at Tulsa at 11th and Harvard. They take on Temple. That'll be on ESPN Plus, though not be over the air. So watch it on the internet. Game set for 2:30 there at Skelly Stadium. The other college team, well, the Redmen,
Hmm.
now 4-3 as they defeated William Jewell 35-7 in a lightning shortened game up in Liberty, Missouri.
Really? They cut the
It
game short.
stretched all the way up there. Uh, they made it 35-7 with about 9 minutes to go in the third. I don't know how much further they got to play, but they did not play the fourth quarter at all.
Wow. Wow.
So that tells you how bad the weather's been around here last
I
week.
guess so, because usually could understand a delay, but I've never heard them canceling the entire last quarter of a game.
Well, because it was 28-point lead for NSU, A, B, probably wasn't going to clear out for a while.
Hmm.
There's the reason. If it goes past an hour, uh, they'll pretty much shut it down.
Yeah.
Mainly because you'd have to have a full warm up to get stretched back out and everything, and
Hmm.
you could get somebody hurt.
Hmm.
That's the other thing. So, um, but 4-3, first time in 14 years that we're above 500.
Wow.
That would be back when Kenny was coaching, when Kenny Evans was the head coach. Um, First time for back-to-back wins in a long time. So now the President's Cup game is Saturday at Chad Richardson Stadium in Edmond as they take on UCO. Uh, See if we can bring the cup back. The last time it was
Nice.
when they opened up the event center.
Yeah, that's been 10 years.
At least more than that.
Wow.
Probably. I mean, it's been a while since we beat UCO, and UCO had been really good after they fired Kenny. They've been real good.
Hmm.
Uh, the still speculation of what NSU may do after this season as far as will they go back in the MIAA? There's been some talk in the legislature. You might have to talk to Bob Ed about Big Ed about this.
Hmm.
Uh, Legislature kind of got their 2 cents worth in trying to reform the old OIC with them adding um, Southern NAS and OBU to it, but leaving UCO out, mainly because they think UCO eventually may go 1AA. But the problem is that uh, they have made it a lot tougher to make the jump from Division II to 1AA now. I
Mm.
think it's like a 4-year wait now before you can compete at the FCS level.
Wow.
I'd have to confirm that with my buddy out in Hawaii, Bill Powers, to see how long it is. Uh, he's good friends with their athletic director out there, um, just to find out what their thinking is. And Richardson was going to give him a ton of money. He's the owner of Paycom, which is, has the naming rights to the Thunder's Arena downtown. Uh, he wanted a certain person to become president of the university when Webb retired. Well, they did not hire him. They hired Todd Lamb, the former uh, lieutenant governor,
Mm.
and
Was, wasn't he?
that was if Richardson's guy didn't get in, then he wasn't going to give him any more money.
Mm-hmm.
And he gave him a lot of money to redo Wantland Stadium now in his name. And that's where they play the state championship football games now.
Mm-hmm.
No matter if it's two Eastern teams, they've got to go to Edmond to play. So, like if it's Bigsby and Jinx, or if it's uh, Bixby BA, they've got to drive all the way down to Edmond. So it'll be a good ball game the way that the Redmen are playing. Let's see if they can do it. Then next week is homecoming here against Lincoln out of California. So a very late homecoming for Northeastern.
Yeah, November 1st.
Yes.
Wow, that is very late.
Well, when you have three games on the road,
Yeah,
and this being the last of the three,
yeah,
uh, that's the reason why. So, well, high school football, it boils down to this for Tahlequah.
yeah,
Beat the Dell City Eagles, or your season, as far as going to the playoffs, ends. And Dell City is sitting in a tie for the lead with Pryor at 4-0. They're 6-1 on the season. They lost the opening game of the season to Edmond Memorial, which has a Tahlequah tie to it, with Amanda Reeser's son, Beckett,
mm-hmm.
playing for the Bulldogs. So either Tahlequah wins this one, or they play the last two for fun against Rogers and Hale at Rogers.
Yeah. It's going to be tough for them, though.
Yeah.
Um,
They're
yeah,
three and
looking at that schedule. Yeah, Dell City, get by there, and then of course, like you said, Rogers and Hale. But if they lose Dell City, I guess they're out.
yes, they will be out, because
And
the best they would be fifth.
Tahlequah, or sorry, Sequoia's out in the first round.
Sequoia's in.
Oh, they're in. Okay.
Sequoia's in because they beat Sperry 42-0. They're 7-0.
That's
They
okay.
haven't lost a game yet. They've got Webster at home Friday night. Then go to Westville on a Thursday, the 30th. That's probably for because of uh, not enough referees to go around.
Mm-hmm.
They'll play that one. That'll be Westville's senior night. And then face Metro Christian, probably to decide first and second in the district on the 7th.
So Sequoia's got some good games.
And they'll, if they wind up first or second, they'll host a first round. If they win the district, they'll host at least the first two, depending on how the bracket falls.
Mm-hmm.
So Keys, they will. They're 3-1 in the district. They beat Chelsea, and I believe this is a school record for 11-man. They beat the Green Dragons of Chelsea 75-28
Oh my word.
at Chelsea.
Wow.
Then they will face Adair, and it's senior night for the Cougs, because they go on the road, go to Commerce, and go to Wyandotte for their last two games. So Adair's good. If they would happen to upset them, they'd have a chance to host a playoff game. If not, then they'll probably wind up third in the district and play on the road in the first round.
Mm-hmm.
So the other high school team, Hulbert, they go to my alma mater Friday night.
Over to Muskogee at
They
one.
go to Warner, take on the Eagles. Then they've got senior night against Rejoice Christian next Friday night. That might be a case where I get scarce here because the way they truck kids in for Halloween, Halloween night here, I don't have that much money to deal out in candy. So
Yeah,
mom and I get scarce.
that's getting expensive to have Halloween candy.
Boy, isn't that the truth, especially around here.
Yeah, yeah.
And then they finish the season at Shoto on the 7th. So softball, Sequoia got beaten the first round of the state tournament 8-3 by Washington. Uh, I was talking with one of the guys down at Walmart that follows Sequoia quite well. The pitcher for Sequoia, she got hit with a line drive
Oh, she okay?
and she had to go out of the ball game. And that was the reason why Sequoia got beat. But Tahlequah, they won their first one, but got beat by Duncan 4-0 in the semis. So they got to the Final Four and wanted to get to Saturday, but couldn't drive any runs in, and they wound up uh, as a state semifinalist this year. But hats off to both the Lady Tigers and the Lady Jackets of Westville. They were the academic champions.
Really?
So Tahlequah got 5A and Westville got 3A. So
They
they are the academic state champions in softball.
in softball. Wow, that's fantastic. Good for those
Yes.
girls.
Yep. So very good in the classroom for um, the Lady Tigers. Hats off to Matt Cloud and all the teachers up there at Tahlequah. And hats off to mom and dad's alma mater.
Heck
They
yeah.
do get a state championship trophy. It's not on the field, but it's in the classroom. They get they're going to be awarded that next Thursday night at the final game of the season there at Aiken Langley.
Good deal.
That's good. And then after the 7th, then be bouncing the round ball at Westville.
Yeah, the round ball season's coming fast, isn't it?
Yes, it is. They'll start right
Ooh.
after Thanksgiving. Yeah.
I was seeing something talking about round ball. I was seeing something about the world champion Oklahoma City Thunder will be starting up soon.
Try tonight at 6:30
Right?
on
Wow, I
Channel
knew it was
2.
coming. I knew it was coming
They
quick.
get their wings tonight. Now, Jalen Williams, there's two Jalen Williams on the Thunder. There's J Dub, which is the one that is hurt. He's number 8, starter,
Mm-hmm.
coming from Santa Clara. Then there's Jalen Williams, known as J Will, uh, who is from Fort Smith Northside and played a year at the University of Arkansas before he jumped and was a second round pick by the Thunder.
Mm-hmm.
So he'll get some playing time tonight. Everybody gets their championship rings tonight.
Always a
So,
fun night.
oh yeah, and raise the banner
Yeah.
inside Paycom. So, and who do they play tonight?
One Mr. Kevin Durant, I believe, if I'm not
Yes,
mistaken.
yes, he will. And so
Well, you know they're going to love to raise that banner in front of him, standing on the other side.
he's he is will be proud to see that Oklahoma City has made it all the way to the top. He was there. Uh, they got to the finals with him in Westbrook.
Right, exactly.
So to kind of see him go full circle, from being a finalist to winning it all last year in
Right.
seventh Indiana, that the Larry O'Brien Trophy will be there tonight. Uh, it'll be quite the scene. Tarico and company will be there with the games now back on NBC. Uh, John Tesh's Round Ball Rock
Hmm.
will be a game. That's been a while since we've heard that.
Yeah, it has.
So, and one other thing. What about the new mascot for the Utah Mammoth?
Yeah. What's your thoughts on that?
I like it. Tusky.
Yeah, everybody around here kind of likes it too.
Yeah, I mean, the way they did it, coming out of a block of ice,
Uh-huh.
that was a good job by the Utah Mammoth, the hockey team formerly known as the Arizona Coyotes.
Hmm.
Then last year was just plain old Utah Hockey Club, and then they came up with the mascot this year. Uh, the fans are uh, liking what they see. Looked at their schedule as far as when the team that I follow a lot, the St. Louis Blues, go out there. They go out there here in about another month. Get out there, and if you go to a game, that might be something you might want to talk to Aurora about, with her being an EMT now. She
Yeah,
might be able to get some tickets at a cut rate.
that'd be fantastic.
Maybe not in nosebleed, uh, but at least go to a game and see what the National Hockey League is all about.
Yeah, I've never been to a national, to an NHL game.
I haven't either,
I've been
but
to when Oklahoma
the
City
Oilers,
Blazers
Blazers, yeah,
several
yeah.
years ago. Those were always fun to go to. I thoroughly enjoyed them, especially when they played cross state rival Tulsa. Those were the best
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
back.
that's back in the old CHL days.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. They had some good ones
That's
back then.
that was the old league
I
way back
still
when.
I still have an old shirt that says "Game Contact Misconduct Tulsa PD" or something like that on there. Back when somebody an Oklahoma City player got hurt by one of the Tulsa police officers.
Ooh, that see that was see the Blazers. They were a CHL team. Then there was another team that was an AHL team, and then it folded a few years ago. Uh, they were the farm club. They were the AAA farm club for the Edmonton Oilers.
Mm-hmm.
So if a player got called up, he would have had to flown from uh, Oklahoma City to Salt Lake, cleared customs at Salt Lake, and then flown from there to Edmonton on probably Delta, with that
Yeah,
being the Western hub out there.
yeah.
So, yeah, I was thinking about one other thing about football and talking about flights into Canada. Okay. Um, watch here in about, well, in fact, it is this year they're doing it before American Thanksgiving, the Grey Cup.
Really?
Year and next year will be the last years of seeing the 110-yard field
Oh,
in
really?
Canada. They are going to make a change after the 26th season. They're going to go to a 100-yard field, just like us. It'll still be 65 yards wide. But here's the two other changes. The end zones will go from 20 to 15 yards deep, and the goalpost, which is currently on the goal line, will go back to the end line.
Oh, wow. Add on that extra.
So you miss a field goal uh, unless it winds up short, if it's a long field goal and didn't get to the goalpost, you'd still have to run it out. But if it goes out of play, they'll put the ball. I don't know where they're going to put it because I haven't seen the new rules yet, where the essentially a touchback.
Mm-hmm.
So the single point, the only way you would get a single point will be either getting tackled on a field goal that winds up short or a punt that goes into the end zone.
Mm-hmm.
But it's mainly for safety reasons that they're moving it, and also help the sight lines for the fans and quarterbacks not getting a doink off the goalpost, trying to throw a ball into the end zone. Well, I can see that. But losing the 55-yard line, or sometimes they call it center field, that's going to be different. Not seeing
It is going to be
not seeing the 55.
Yeah, it is.
So,
Of course, it always threw me off.
Ask Mason Fine, the offensive coordinator for Muskogee. He played 3 years for the Saskatchewan Roughriders
Oh, really?
and started. This is the kid that is from Pegs, played at Locust Grove.
Wow.
So
Wow, that's
he
cool.
got to play 3 years in the green and white of Saskatchewan. I'm just wondering if he was able to get one of the CFL. I'll bet you he's got some CFL footballs at home.
I bet he does.
And okay, you see the college game, it has the half stripe. In the CFL game, it is a full stripe, similar to the high school ball back whenever I was in high school. It was a full stripe back then. In fact, we had to, they sent us some footballs, and they were collegiate balls. We had to send them back because I saw it and I said, wait a minute, those are not high school balls. And they said, we could play with those. I said, look at the rule book. And they looked at the rule book and said, oh, crap, no, we can't.
Nope.
So we had to send those back to Leo Beller and say, hey, these won't work. These could go to Northeastern, but we can't use them.
Yeah.
We were using the old Spalding J5Vs back then. They couldn't get them, and we wound up going to the Rawlings R5 is the ball that we used for, well, the rest of the time I was the manager, my junior and senior year. So little side note to football equipment from way back when, and now high schools use the college ball. So, but anyway, that's I think we pretty much covered the gamut today.
Oh, we did.
From college to high school to everything else. The Sooners, who have they got next week? As far as
I'm gonna have to look. I don't even know who they got the week after. I know we've got Tennessee, Alabama, and Missouri all coming up.
yeah, and 2 of the 3 on the road.
Yep.
You got to go to Neyland. You got to go.
I think we've got Tennessee next.
Could you also be playing Idle? this next week.
I don't think so. We've already played Idle.
Well, everybody's got two idols. Let me look here.
Let's see what we got.
Schedule, you got Ole Miss,
Tennessee.
go to Tennessee, then a week off next week. The
Yeah,
week after you go to Tennessee.
yeah. That's what I was looking
Then
at.
you got Bama, Mizzou, and LUS. They're
L.
known as LSU.
Yep. Closing out the
And
season.
that game's already sold out.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And
Definitely.
that's also a reason for the sellout. That's Thanksgiving weekend.
Mm-hmm. I'm
So
sitting
you,
looking at the schedule. So this week, Oklahoma's ranked 13th, but bumped up 5
yeah,
from 18.
after all the upsets, talk about
Yeah,
upsets.
because
Woo!
but then we've got the way it sets this week, number 8 Ole Miss, and then number 7 Tennessee, and then number 4 Alabama, number 15 Missouri, number 20 LSU.
Mm-hmm.
So man, but yeah, you want to talk about the upsets real quick. Geez, could you believe I some of them really were shocking. We talked about Ole Miss and Georgia, and that wasn't too big of a surprise, but
What about Miami?
Miami was the big one for me.
Yeah, it was me too. Uh,
Wasn't
here's
expecting.
one, you know, UAB got rid of their coach, and the interim head coach is, you remember Chris Mortensen,
Mm-hmm.
ESPN, passed away last year. His son Andy was the offense coordinator down there. He was elevated to interim head coach and beats Memphis for his first win.
Yeah,
That was another big upset.
yes, it was.
Uh, Memphis was riding high, and then all of a sudden, boom! Now you've got you have a Power Five has to get into the top 12, which they'll probably be the 12 seed.
Yeah,
But that's that was a big loss for them,
yeah,
especially losing to UAB, who had just fired their coach.
yeah, for sure.
And I think there's more firings on the horizon. Uh, Florida got rid of Napier, which that's been no secret.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, you were talking off, before we come on, uh, saying that there was a Florida plane supposedly in Oxford wanting to talk to Lane. And my thought is, forget it. I think Lane's happy in Oxford. Uh, the Bull Gators are going to throw a ton of money his way, but I don't think he'll take it. There's another name that you and I talked about, that you talked about,
Mm-hmm.
former offensive coordinator at Florida,
Yep.
by the name of Bob Stoops.
Bob Stoops.
But
He said he's not interested, but we'll see. I mean, they say that.
mhm. Well, if he went there, I think there's a certain kid that I think I would hire as my receivers coach,
Yeah,
Drake.
no kidding. No kidding. The
That Think about that one for a minute.
Yeah, that would be really good, wouldn't it?
Yeah. So the we may be talking about other firings here pretty soon too.
I was just
Don't
kind of
be,
doing a search.
LSU is one.
Another name besides Kiffin that's getting kicked around is James Franklin.
Yeah. Uh, the only thing with Franklin is, he has that baggage of not winning the big one.
Mm-hmm.
but he's a dang good coach. But I think losing to Oregon the way they did at home, they had to make that long flight out to LA, run into a wounded UCLA team that really didn't give a flip, and they wound up beating them. Then they come back home and Northwestern beats them. That was the straw that broke camel's back.
That was it. That's what really did it.
And then Iowa beats them in Iowa City.
Yeah.
So things are not happy in Happy Valley.
No, not at all.
Now, who is going to be the guy that gets that gig?
Yeah. Makes you wonder, doesn't it?
Yes. Yeah. Like I say, it's similar to what with OSU. We haven't heard anything
Yeah.
out of Stillwater.
Not a peep out of Stillwater.
I don't think you're gonna hear a peep out of Stillwater till after the season's over with.
Probably not. If we haven't heard any, if no rumors have been floating out already, they're not going to come until after November.
Yeah. I might need to make a phone call and talk to my bud that he's a big OSU guy. I may have to get a hold of Jinx play-by-play guy Don King and ask him see what he might be hearing. So, but anyway, well, that's going to do it for this week's edition of the Cover 4 podcast. Next week we'll see how Randy survived the early wake up call and getting the drums out. Hopefully he doesn't break a drumstick.
I hope not.
That's going to do it then. For my partner out in Provo, Utah, Randy Gibson, I'm Jim Trickett. We'll talk to you next week on the Cover 4 podcast.